I think back to when I got out of school and became an associate and learned firsthand why associateships fail. One of the reasons we built our company the way we did and we've had so much success transitioning doctors into a partnership is because I personally went through the failed associateship. I got out of school and was so excited to join what I thought to be the ideal practice. You know, surgery, high-end cosmetics. The doctor owned different businesses. We talked about doing multiple practices together. And I got in there and I became what every other associate becomes for the most part. I became the guy who did the fillings, did the sealants, did a crown here and there, and I did all the grunt work that the other doctor didn't want to do. And so it became really hard for me as I sat there and went, God, this isn't working out very well. As I got in and tried to look at the numbers, I started to see, well, wait a minute, my reimbursement rate's only 72%, and the other doctor, they're collecting over 90% for him. And I learned firsthand what not to do in an associateship, and that is this. You have to ask the right questions, docs. When you're going to look to a partnership or for an associateship, you can't be afraid to ask the hard questions, and that's what happened to me. I thought, here's the great deal, here's perfect, this is what I want, this is the ideal situation. And I wasn't willing to ask the questions like, show me your reimbursement rate, show me your payer mix, show me how I get paid, how does it get calculated? It was all the pretentious, just surface stuff of, okay, am I gonna make my guarantee, the things I was really worried about? And I learned that if a true partner cares about you, they want to answer those questions. They want you to know where the reimbursements are coming from, what their crown reimbursement rate is, what their payer mix is, what their overhead is, what the employees are costing. You know what? Yes, it's their business, but you're an associate stepping in as a future buyer and potential owner of that practice. You should be able to ask those questions from day one. And if they're afraid to tell you that, they're not the right partner for you. What are the blessings that came from a failed associateship? I learned how to treat people and what was important. Fast forward to today, our business, one of the main components is how do we get doctors from associateship to partnership, and how do we make that successful? How do we know when a doctor's truly ready for a partner to come in or an associate to come in? And I tell you, the dental world, it's kind of like an enigma. You go in and you search for it and go, okay, when am I ready for another doctor? And you'll read, oh, when you hit this milestone, or you have this many patients, or you're doing this much in collections. I think it's all a bunch of fluff, and I'll tell you right now what I think it is. A doctor is ready for a second doctor in their practice, associate or partner, when the owning doctor, the main doctor, can live on 60% of what they're bringing in. Why 60%? Because you have to be willing to give up ownership of patients, ownership of treatment, everything for that doctor to be successful. That is what brings success. Being able to help your partner transition. There's a saying in dentistry to build a practice within a practice. If you hear that, run. Because all they're doing is saying, I'm going to give you a bunch of work and make you work for it later on. If I'm bringing you in as a partner and as an associate of mine, I'm helping you. I'm giving you cases. I'm treatment planning with you. I'm helping you get through that hurdle. That's when you're ready and you know that you can bring in another doctor or that the doctor is ready for you.